Okay, should be live. Everybody, getting started here. Share links to all the different Ascension discords that are out there. Uh, everybody, welcome, welcome. All right, so plans for today. Need to turn my sound down a little bit. Am I AFK? You should be able to hear me. Hello. My chat isn't working. Chat bot. Let's see here. Uh-oh. Primalist and Rexar. Nice. My chat bot thing that shows me who's talking isn't working. You're a newbie, but no have Corey? Not sure what that means. You're doing there's what's it called? There is a website. It's like CoA builds. CoA build hub. It's not perfect, but at least still have something good there. Was the gold run in Strat worth it yesterday? I was getting like 50 gold an hour raw gold. I think with some practice you can really turn it up. I think I need a little more gear, maybe like full mythic, and then it's just the bosses take a little while to kill. I was trying to avoid the bosses as much as I could, but I think it'll be a good farm at some point. There might be some better open world farms, depending on if you have much competition out in the open world. Let's see. $55 gear level, Rot Venomancer. Hey, are you doing mythic dungeons? Because you can get up to like 61 item level just from mythic dungeons, and then I'm already 61.2. I do have one piece of world boss loot, so if there's world bosses. I don't know when the raids are going to come out though. Probably in the next couple of weeks. I still got tons more gear to get before then. Trying to get my stream elements multi-chat bot to work. It's just not working. Next high risk open from world drops. Okay. You're from Europe. GMT is +30. That's not too bad. 3:40 a.m. Oh, there we go. Now my chatbot's working. Yes. All right. Okay. Pick up some dungeon quests. Apparently, next reset is in 2 hours, so I can't get any more quests from dungeons until then. Characters level 14. A little bit away. I found 40 to 50 was a little slow, but most of the other brackets went really quick. Yeah, fast leveling. If you're solo, definitely do questing. If you're level 14, you should be able to get to, like if you start in Northshire, let's say you're a human, finish Northshire, get to like level 15, level 20, going around Goldshire into Westfall, and then I would actually, well, yeah, if you quest in war mode or in high risk, Be careful, obviously. They just buffed war mode and high risk by another 5%. I would definitely have war mode on while you're in like these earlier levels and you're not worried about the horde or alliance coming in the starter zones. Um, there people can be in mercenary mode. But basically, I would actually start do a few dungeons, and then once you're over level for some of these zones, come back. Like at level 50, I was doing Darkshire and Red Ridge, getting lots of XP. Arathi is a lot of XP, but you want to come back at like level 40 and do Arathi because it's like a level 30 area, and you'll just burn through all the quests because you're higher level, and the quest scaling is really good. You hate PvP? They just buffed PvP. Well, so that's the thing. If you're still lower level and you're going through like um, Elwyn Forest, you're going through Westfall, even Darkshire, Red Ridge, there's rarely going to be any PvP because it's difficult for Order Alliance to get out there, and there's no reason for them to be there because they don't have quests. Or if they do have a quest, it's like one quest to go grab something. But I think when I was in Red Ridge and Duskwood, there was like 2 people I saw, but they were like they didn't even want to get into PvP. I was even doing war mode in like Ungoro Crater, which there are a lot of horde. I ran into a couple of fights in this area here, but other than that, I saw horde like out in the open, and we were all staying away from each other, like not fighting. Can't promise that'll be the same for everybody. Playing like classic WoW. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna start off things here by doing a dungeon I got. Actually, I had some weak orders I wanted to test out. Let me go to the dummies, test that out. Okay, this weak aura should show me Condemn has 3 seconds or less, so I know roughly when to refresh it. Hey, look at that. See my Condemn button glows? Now I press it, and it's fine. Sorry. Yeah, no problem. It's kind of what I'm here for. Oh, let me reload. Good luck, good drops. Thank you. So you have to do a little bit of PvP to get some of the better enchants. It's kind of interesting. Like, pretty sure these shoulders will be my freebus except for Mythic Plus gear. So I went and got the PvP enchant for it. I do the same with the chest at some point, but that's going to be. I think that's also PvP here. Gravement Rune Master is slept on. Gizmo. Super fun. What do you say the playstyle is? Check the enchant for chests I want is all stats. Raiders stats. It's 84 gold for Raiders stats. I'm gonna get it. It's a lot though. Okay. I've got what I consider probably the best rings right now for me, at least for like raw damage reduction. I have armor and stamina, defense rating, expertise, hit rating. And then Reeves of Tenacity. Oh, yeah, those should also be really good. Agility for boots. A dual-wielding spell slinger. That's interesting. Oh, yeah, it takes the idea of like the shaman weapon enchanting, but like turns it up to 11. Sounds fun. That was Enhancement Shaman was one of my favorite uh, non-tank, non-healer classes. Boots. Stamina. See here. Greater stamina wouldn't be bad. Rating might be nice though. Eh, I'm over cap right now, but I think if I can get a certain amount of hit rating, I can swap one of my talents out. It's pretty nice. So I was doing already. 6.3. Still not enough. Maybe more hit expertise. Kind of gloves. Use a throwing knife to teleport around. Okay, that's cool. Reverse vertical places. Oh, that's really nice. It's hit rating. I think I'm gonna do stamina. Mostly because it's cheap. Agility might be better. Oh, they fixed that at Gizmo. I didn't know they fixed that. That's good. So you can get in a dungeon while you're on flight path. Is there a way to go full parry or dodge with this? Reaper can go huge into parry and stam and get away with a lot. I have passively 41, 42% dodge and parry. Another talent that we have gives us another 15 parry. Um, so 57%. Technically, you could spec into another talent, another 6%. So we have a lot of dodge and parry. I don't know how much does Reaper have. Does it go up that high? I'm generally sitting at like easily 50% dodge and parry. see what the cloak enchants are. There's a really nice one, but I'm guessing it's going to be expensive. Oh, it's a cloak lining. Is that leather working thing? Nimble cloak lining, which is really expensive, but that's 6 agi, 5 stamina. In the meantime, we can either do superior defense or lesser agility. Superior defense is cheap. A little more expensive. Yeah, I'm gonna go with defense. Probably gonna be replacing a lot of this gear, so I don't want to give it the best in chance just yet. All right, let's do a dungeon. Oh, leave queue. That's heroic. Mythic. I think there's more people getting into Mythic now. The queues have been a lot shorter recently. I get 45, 46 with the Agi buff. Dodge and parry. There's a stamina trinket I want to get from the vendor, and then there's also that plus 20 dodge rating trinket, which I think I want to grab too at some point. Should be sitting at 50% dodge before buffs, 65%. Right here. Somebody should probably make all of these match. I think they're kind of off kilter right now. Icon left. What's that? Positioning for this. Let's see. So width 150, height Abrams 50. What's it? 5. Oath Chain 75. Tome of Light. Double checking level 7. Yeah, they update stuff a lot, so a lot of the websites are good, but then something will update and then the website won't update with it fast enough. Okay, that's relatively close. Stone form. 50. Still in the queue. 5 minutes. Don't get the weakware for this. The number isn't. I want it to be much larger. It doesn't do that. Combat it already. Hey, that kind of worked. Now it's too big. Staff guard. Thick outline. I swear it's getting rid of the slash command frequently when I type. It happens so often. Let's slash type. Now that it got bigger, but now it's changed. I need to make sure it's anchored to center. How am I doing so much healing? To myself, we have multiple ways of healing that really stacks up. Change this here. Center, center. Center, center. Addictions already center. I need to reload. I'll show you in a second. Because you saw some of my other videos and are wondering where the healing was coming from. I think as a baseline, all Templar tanks are going to have Staff Guard, which gives you a big absorb. It says 256, but the tooltip's wrong. It's more like 700 right now with my stats and raid buffs. And then once you get this, removes the cooldown for Benediction, which is our main heal ability. So it has 0 cooldown. So you just have to watch your energy, and it really doesn't even need that much energy, so you can spam yourself healing. And then you have Safeguard. Sometimes I'll put up Safeguard, and then so I'll do Safeguard, Benediction, and it's just tons of self-healing because you're healing while the absorb is up, so it's actually moving your health up. There's also Barrier of Light as a cooldown. It gives you 40% more healing for everybody. Grace gives you another 20% more healing, and it's also supposed to proc extra healing, which doesn't always work. It's kind of bugged, but sometimes it works. Top of that, I've been using Tome of Light as a cooldown. It says it gives 100% of your max health for 30 seconds, but it stacks with like Oath buffs giving you 10% more healing and stuff. So I've had like a 14k bubble on me at one time, and so that counts as healing. This is another healing cooldown, which it's on a minute cooldown and it's 30 seconds. So you frequently stack it up with Barrier of Light. So technically you could have 20% from Grace, 40% from Barrier of Light, another 15%, and then another 10, 30, 20, 30% more. So you're just doing all this crazy amounts of healing. Titan Strike also heals you for damage done, which is pretty nice. Speaking of which, I'd like to have it more crit chance in dungeons. Yeah, I bet it'd be good in adventure mode. I mean, you're kind of like a paladin where you have like all these tools to help you in emergencies. Our Testament of Faith is kind of like lay on hands. It's I've got so much health though. A lot of our healing too is also based on like max health, and I'm stacking a lot of health. I haven't seen any other tanks with more health than me in raids. I have like almost 11k health in raids. Oh, another 6% more healing from this talent as well. PTY PvP. Oh, hey, well, nice. Yeah, I've got World of Warcraft tags. So maybe if you play World of Warcraft, it'll come up. Wow, this queue timer is bad. Very bad. Maybe we'll do some dailies. Out in the burning steppes. So I get to go to Fellwood. See if we can just teleport to Fellwood. That'd be nice. Get started on the rep out there. Inner Springs is pretty close. We'll rename the class to One Man Army. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Let's see if we can get to the flight path over here. This is a horde flight path. Alliance. Okay. Oh, you needed to change? Yeah, there is an active lawsuit against them, like Turtle WoW. But people still think it's going to be another 6 months or so, so we got plenty of time to play. It's just playing it for fun. I'm not really like too worried about much. Honestly, with 21 classes, if you end up getting into raiding and you don't like the raiding, you play around with making more classes, like whatever. Where is the flight path? Flight path outside? Guess those.
Time is money, friend.
Oh, there's the flight path. It is outside. One man pharmacy. Yeah, I think I don't think we're gonna be the best like main tanks, but as far as like off tanking goes, we have really good potential to pick up ads because we have a lot of cleave. I was tanking world bosses last night, and when there were ads up, my aggro was going crazy because I was like the more ads there are, the more damage you do, the more aggro you do, even to a single target.
What brings you here? Del Nadre.
So I got quests out here. This is I just said earlier how the queues were going faster. That's 15 minutes. When I'm playing the new Ascension, I recommend getting heirloom gear. Yeah. Oh, the heirloom gear works from the other servers. It carries over. That makes sense. What trinkets do I use? Um, right now for Mythics, I'm running 2 World Forge trinkets that you can just go and pick up, and then upgrade for it's like 31k Ascension points. So they have agility and stamina. So you're getting dodge, parry, attack power, dodge and attack power, armor, and then a bunch of stamina. I have gotten Force of Will from Mythic, which I was using on like raid bosses and stuff. So world bosses. I just like these trinkets because it also gives me the agility, more attack power, more threat, more damage. Hey, somebody said they fixed this. They did not fix this. Where do you get them? One of them is in Mulgore. See here, I like came into Mulgore and it's like around this area. The other one is out in Westfall, out here, I think. There's like a boat to go to. If you get the loot collector add-on, just type an exclamation point loot collector in chat, and it'll give you a link. It'll show you where it is, like on my screen. I need to go down to Fellwood here. Oh wait, dungeon teleport. These guys kicked me. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, let's do this. How that person in the back is like gaining aggro on stuff. Maybe they're pulling from up top. So see that one of them got away there from me. What is it doing over there? we pulling mobs from outside? That's weird. Somebody is doing some kind of AoE that is pulling stuff from God knows where. Interrupted that siphon life. How much gold per hour farming yesterday? Well, it was 50 raw gold per hour, which isn't crazy, but then I was able to sell some of the stuff on the auction house. Where are these coming from? Need to put Righteous Custodian on the healer. Ooh, some avoidance. Too bad I'm plate. Or not plate. What was that explosion? Give myself agility instead. Stats. Go. What in the world is the healer doing? Like, what? Immediately get another healer, nice. Oh, I tried to refresh my condemn, but it fell off. Need more expertise. Tinker or Witch Doctor feeler? Tinker seems like a lot of fun with all the stuff they can do with the mechs and everything. I think Witch Doctor, I'm not really sure which is stronger. Tinkers just look fun. People are pulling everything. Oh, I'm stunned. That was a mean stun. Hammer of Justice. Or play. I swear I'd be fully geared if I was played. Dagger. Okay. Tormented Officer, sir? Isn't there more guys up here usually? Whatever. Honor decreased? What does that mean, though? He's actually hurting a little bit. The game will be playing tonight or tomorrow. Final season will come out. Yeah, there's a test earlier in the a stress test earlier in the morning. Oh yes, this is really good. Nobody rolls on it. So I would like that as a yes tank item. I think the only thing I don't have a purple for is one of my trinket slots, which I am kind of okay with. This room we gotta be super careful in. That's why I wanted us to be careful! We have an oh shit button. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh no, my oh shit button's on cooldown. There we go, we're good, we're good. Whew. Wow, my shield wore off. It's crazy. That was a lot. What's going on with this guy that he's got 20k health right now? That's crazy. It's like cooldown? Yeah, stress test is Wednesday. I think it's like 11 a.m. EST. I won't be available till like 12 or 1 EST, so I might be able to get on if it's still going. And I'll definitely try it out if that's the case. Otherwise, I think I am going to play it on Friday. Wow, we pretty much pulled that whole room. We're okay. The Blood Mage is a little confusing. There's so many werewolves. So we bat this guy up and pull the mosques. Why not? I always forget about these Void Walkers. Almost fell off. Nobody saw that. Scott's rolling damage check is MLK's battle text. It's pretty customizable, so I'm able to put it over here on the side. It's really nice. Everybody up here. How'd you dodge? Doesn't really have much armor though. Regal on that. Saw meat roll on the Sigil of Master Nandos. Everybody greet meat roll on these things. Yeah. It's basically like these people, even the DPS get so geared that they can almost like tank Mythics without too much of a problem. That's good, he teleported right next to us. So nice of him. Here we go! Yeah, I did it! Close. Let's start behind like normal. It probably won't be so bad if you just stay behind. These things always give me leather or plate. Hey, I got this wolf thing. Now I have a little pet werewolf that I'm probably not going to use because I have this loot box. $30 marks of triumph now. I think the trinkets are expensive, like 80.
How may I help?
Oh yeah, I got that bow. That's a big upgrade for me.
May the stars guide you.
Yeah, this is ridiculously good upgrade. Did I not go back? Oh, I guess it's okay for dungeons. Is it worth saving the callboard caches until raids come out? You know, I think it's based on your item level. So the longer you can save them, the better. But you're also slowing down your initial gearing. I've only gotten, out of all the caches I've opened, I've only gotten like 2 pieces maybe that were good for me because it drops so much. It drops whatever plate, cloth. That's kind of annoying, but I mean, he could. Yeah, you're not worried. That's good, Cloud. And I got clowns in the chat now. Oh. Oh, that's right. Yeah, let's see if the
What brings you
griff will
here?
let me. Yeah, let's go down to
Avoid
the bottom. Yeah, it's truly like random items. Yeah, it does say. I think there's a way to look at the call board. Why not? I haven't got any of these. Uh, yeah. Take down a world boss. Gear from normal heroic dungeons to reach item level 52. Technically, I've done that. This log is full. Mythic. Plus. Based on this, I'm more than ready for Zilgrub. What item level does Zilgrub drop? Only needs 52. I wanted to show the call board quests. I think there's it might be here too. There's like a bar up top, and it says that call board caches scale with your item level. Holy rogue, and it was rough without enough abilities. That was one of the ones they suggested. They were like, you could be a fire rogue or a holy rogue, thundercat. Ascension, you can just select the bags to speed up collecting them. Oh, you mean like you can just like, oh, you can click on these bags, completing it. Oh, okay, yeah, that's good. Any mentor system. The players available to identify as a mentor. Be that. I can't play as my new heroes and others. For example, guide and encourage new heroes. I mean, I feel like kind of already doing this with my YouTube videos. Let's see, theory craft. There's people here, but there's nothing that shows up. Yeah, I don't want the responsibility though. These quests might actually be doing just for the rep. I feel like I would want to get a rep or before I come out here to do these. Mr. Cheesy, yeah, so Reaper has 5 parry plus stacking 2%. So we have the same, yeah, we have a 2%, 2% times 5, so that's 10. Yeah, ours is 3% stacking 5 times. They're really big on reducing damage and absorb self-heal a lot. Yeah, I imagine, so I have stagger, so that's something you got to think about too, is like, I do have a lot of absorbs and all that, but I would imagine other classes have more because I'm staggering 40% of the damage. Like it's almost like blocking with a shield, except you take the damage over time. Assuming a mythic dungeon is going to take this long again. Then I'll head out and do this quest. Combination of hunter rogue skills in a previous season I loved. Yeah, I could see that being pretty powerful. Range damage, teleport behind the target. Yeah, that's silly. Do you know where to get infernal keys to open the Ungoro chests? Yeah, those chests are everywhere actually, but it's in I believe high risk. We'll drop some of those keys. It doesn't say it, but I'm pretty sure high risk will drop those keys as part of your general loot. Been watching you for a few nights. Hey, nice. Welcome back to the stream. Appreciate it. Monday, usually a little slower day. You saw me yesterday doing the world bosses. I got a video coming out tomorrow. I just left in the live commentary and I did a little bit of voiceover. Wow, these guys melt. Oh, that's because they're gray mobs. It doesn't matter. So one thing I'm trying to figure out here too is, as I get more agility and other stats, Chastise is really hitting hard. Like it says 477 for Reckoning. And 623 for Oathbreaker. And when a Libram's running, Oathbreaker does another, it says 200 there, but I think it's more like 400 from the Faith Guard or whatever it's called. Faith. Yeah, minimum, maximum, 330. So that's every time I use Chastise. Yeah, your Reckoning minimum 770, Chastise 940, plus the 300, so it's hitting way harder. You know, Sunclar, Giga Chad healing with max block. Temp is just Templar. Reaper is EBS, reduced damage. Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be like certain bosses, certain tanks will shine, or maybe one tank in particular will just be best on everything. We'll see how it goes. Oh. Yeah, I just did almost 2k with Chastise. Walking Dead. Oh. So I'll check. Necromancer. Yeah. Walking Dead skill, brother. Try it out. Yeah, Walking Dead. Necromancers start looking crazy. Oh, cool. Somebody's already got me agility. We got a guy that's not inside the dungeon. It's Barbarian's Transmog. Oh, there's two naked guys in this dungeon. Is the healer just not healing me? Dang it. Can't target anything. Ah, it's so slow. bad pull. Slowed down. Yeah, the zombies. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff. The Necromancer. Surprised we didn't pull the boss yet. There we go. Stunned. Stunned. Stun the boss. Maybe he'll stop stunning me then? Waddling zombies, yeah, it's pretty crazy watching a Necromancer with the pet build. Tinker's main defense can stay in the perfect proc combo. Evaporate bosses. Hell yeah. There was some Sun Clerics doing a lot of damage last night. Did we get I swear we get like a key or something off of him and then you can loot other stuff. So I have Stratham Holy Water, but I think I want to save it for solo. Get attacked by rats. Spam Sacred Swing. We killed them too fast. Chance to dodge reduced by 10. It's terrible. It's... This one Guardian is not getting aggro. Oh, no. Dang it. Oh, I'm so slowed. What is this guy doing? So close to death. Have a potion. Dead. I figured that might happen. That's gonna have a big pull, but that one guy was just running around all over the place. I have next Ram is summoning more mobs. Let's go. Alright, that was a little messy. So no reason why not to grab the boss from over here. We got an eye summoning stuff in the back there. Lots of cloth. Oh, the 27 that reduce all damage by 27. Yeah, that's nice. I have a lot of cooldowns, but like the Librams, you can only use one at a time. If you could stack them, there'd be some real craziness that would go on. Balthazar is. Wait, isn't Balthazar like over here? I don't think we need to pull this group. You can line of sight around these boxes. You can. Get tight. 9% XP with gear, 50% potion. Yeah, man, you're gonna level so fast. That does sound kind of exciting, getting full heirlooms and aura and potions and just watching yourself just. Alright, I'm gonna do a dungeon and get 30 levels. there like a rare over here somewhere? Is this guy not taking any damage? Why is he healing so much? I'm disarmed right now. There we go. Okay. Where did that guy just shoot? Okay. Where did that guard come from? Why are you guys pulling the stuff on the side? Why? So slow. We're pulling more stuff. Jeez, who is this guy gonna come over here and like pull this other berserker? Guy looking for drops? Where was Timmy? To kill them? Kill them to get Timmy to spawn here? Is that how this works? Does it make sense that he's pulling the other mobs? That's the case. Two-handers would say. On a loot buy for 200 gold? Yeah, I just bought one for gold last night too. That's too good. Especially if you're gold farming. Disarmed. Still waiting on disarm. Is it? Okay, now I'm stunned or booted. That pull was smooth. It was like the whole room somehow. Very cool. Healing aggro must be getting pretty good right now because I'm getting a lot of mobs that I haven't even touched aggro to me. Barbarian? I haven't seen too many good barbarians, but I heard like their support spec is pretty good, doing decent damage. PvP, they have some crazy mobility. This looks really fun for like flag carrying. How do we? In that door, but we also need to go down other way. Okay. Is this where the cannonball dudes are? Support bar on level 3. Oh, you didn't feel? It sounds like it wasn't. It's really bad in like open world and stuff. The questing because your support, you're supposed to be. Oh, people greed roll on. Because you're supposed to be support, whatever. I just feel like slowed down. Oh, that's why I keep getting stunned by these guys. Let's get some healing. Let's take out the healers before we move on here. What is this guy? Playing HH Barbarian. Relying on a pet to do that? Should really got a pet. Oh, Ancestor Barbarian, right. Brutality's Hulk Smash, but it's boring. Oh, yeah, that should be the fun spec. Can't see anything because of these achievements. I just wasted my cooldowns. We'll be back in. Healing the wrong target. boss off to the left. Okay. I'm gonna pull it. Give me a second. Jeez. Typhoon? What's going on? Like fire typhoon. Stuck on the circles. Okay, let's do it. What is that? Did you stay out of this? Okay. It's really confusing. Okay. Beard in his cone. I feel like that cone attack is AoEing regardless. Can I take the quest? Quest logs. Jeez. Is it the sick guy? No, I don't think so. Maybe it was. Trapped spirits? Yeah, I guess so. Is it Witch Doctor or... He's average level item 64. He's really geared. Howdy, partner. I can't take this because it's from a scaled thing and I have to have scaling. Is that what that's saying? Is this in my bag? Holy crap. That's awesome. Wow. Hell yeah. Still need belt. maybe the helmet or gloves, the wrists. The 8 set. Got one of the Crusader orbs. That's nice. Right, we got pants. Do some PvP at some point. Let's take down some of these warriors. It's too easy to just spam a Sacred Swing. Okay, we need one more Pathfinder. Or 3 more Pathfinders. Gardener. Pretty terrible curse to have. Pathfinder. Gardener. Just over here. Warrior. Pathfinder, I don't get credit. Invite that guy to a group. I think it's worth using dots right now. It's a nice invest. Pathfinder should spawn over here in a minute. It's just too long for these things to spawn. Or are they gonna spawn behind me? Let's go. Pathfinder. There's satyrs. I'm gonna go directly. here. Auto skitter would be a really nice thing to have too. Rugged leather. It's my kind of leather. Well, howdy, y'all. Don't mind me. How am I not hitting these other satyrs? I turned scaling off, yeah. I mean, I don't, unless there's a reason to have it on, can't really think of a reason to leave it on. It makes doing these dailies super easy. Can you solo normal dungeons? Yeah. I mean, they only do Strathholm. You saw people being level 70. That's adventure mode. It was up to level 100, but I'm not sure how that actually works. Like, level 100 is equal to level 60, I guess. Except since they have it off, because it makes farming the world more difficult for no reason. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what went through my mind was like, there's really no reason to have it on. Like, unless you get better, if you get better drops from the world, maybe, but like, I don't know. I do like the animations on the Templar, something like it's like Holy Fist, or random stuff. I need Jade Fire Fells. Okay, there's a Fells. Up there, do we? Fells Sworn. There's at least a couple over here. Come here. If you're doing what's it called, high risk, you probably want it on so you can, I guess, so you can get like the blood whatever drops. Yeah, I guess we're gonna go kill bears, scavengers. Oh, those are all the ones. I don't need any wolves. Bear. Bear. Scavengers and claw maulers. Some more bears, I think. And scavengers. Are those like panthers or something? Find out. First ooze. Can I run on top of ooze? Can. That's okay. We got a little bit of a mountain in the way. Thorium. There's that's something I wanted to know about. Were like world buffs, like Songflower. Is that in here, or does it like turn off when you enter a raid, like it would in retail? That, as cool as it is to have the world buffs, I do find it annoying having to collect them. It's a big turn off in classic, even with the item where you would save your world buffs. It was annoying. Also realizing that I was like one of the only people in my raid actually picking them up. It's like, why am I doing all this work? Nobody else is. Okay. We're just going for it. His dot is actually hurting. All these casters in the back. Sight them over here while I'm inside of this thing. How much health does this Legion for? Okay, this might have been a bad idea. There's just so many of them. Portal's gonna keep popping up. This is problematic. It's very problematic. I'm gonna die. Okay, that was a bad idea to grab all that. Guy was level 50. He just kept summoning guys, and all those other casters came down for me too. That did not work out well. No queue for Sunflower reagent. The quest for Sava isn't there. So, it's good to hear. Look, this sword looks really cool as a ghost. Or shiny. That was a bad idea. That was a really bad idea. Repcue's really good. People are grinding rep. Yeah, I did see that. There's a tank. There's like a couple of trinkets I might want to get, but like isn't like a whole lot. I want. Could be Kind of like there's really not a lot of expertise gear though in the dungeons. That's what I'm looking for. Like where do we get some more expertise from? This is only the raid gear has expertise on all the glancing blows and stuff. Timberbont, Thorium, and Hydraxium. Yeah, I'm using Bisbeard, so it tells you where a lot of things come from, which is nice. What's this over here? Two-handed from Timbermars taking this. Sure, it's better than the world for or the world boss stuff. I've looked at the rips, and I'm saying from Timbermaw. Snow two-hander and Timbermaw. So what are the other ones? Like, there's a lot of fire resistance here too, which makes me think we're gonna need fire resistance or something. Orient. Yeah, there is no two-hander. See, it's ring, dagger, dagger, drink. Or sign wood staff. Is it on the vendor? Like, none of the. I'm checking Bisbeard. I don't think it's on Bisbeard either. Or sign wood staff. Nah, the world boss, the drowned highborn slicer is way better. It's got, I think what I'm using is better. Yeah, I mean, I'd say for, I'd say what I'm using is better than that. It's like slightly better. It's got like 3 more damage. This has attack power, probably makes up for that. It's got armor, but the world boss. I don't know how to look at world bosses on here. The world boss, the what's he called? The sea giant world boss has a really good weapon. It's way better than what I'm wearing. It's way better than what you just mentioned. The thing is though, is that world boss like just came out recently, so a lot of the websites and stuff didn't have that weapon listed as available because it wasn't available, but now it is. Um, yeah. I think we'll share credit here. All their skeletons get my healing buff. Wow, this guy is nasty. Where'd the boss go? Did we kill it? We must have killed it. Okay. Kill it? I think that's his mod. Cool. That was actually pretty lucky. No more of these guys. Due to WoW, Project Sin, Script Drivers, Barbarian, Brutality, Cycling, Buff, Changelogs. You know when they apply to servers. If you look at the if it says changelog in the launcher, like if it says like news and then you click a changelog, it should be the current. It should be updated, like after you update your client. It should be it. It should be ready to go. Some of the stuff, see the changelog ending. Stuff on the launcher should be current. But usually, if you're looking on like the Discord, that stuff usually gets updated that day or like the next day. Usually within a couple hours. They're usually pretty fast on updates. Like every time I log out, I always have an update. Changed. Faster than Blizzard. Here we need one cultist, 3 adepts. I think we can get those from inside. Oh no! What just happened? That's weird. A lot of the tooltips are wrong. I have a bunch of stuff on my character where the tooltip says like this does 200, but it's doing like 700 or something. Yeah, it's probably the the text. It's hard to test something like that because you have to go back, or you can't go back rather. I have seen a few times where they changelog set it buff something and then the next day the same fix came out, so it obviously didn't fix it. Haste rating. Oh, restores mana. Oh, that's so nice. Actually, at the cost of life. That's terrible for a tank. Okay. Oh, thank you. Still need some. Adepts like to teleport, don't they? I mean, they're supposed to be if it's in the changelog, but it's not a guarantee, I guess. Back inside just for one adept. Adepts. Okay, now we just look for scavengers and looters. Go back to Stormwind and look at what I need for my pants enchant. I think it's a PvP enchant. So I'll have to get some on. Which is not really gonna be fun because I don't have much PvP gear. Could buy a bunch more blood scale pieces. My PvE power is almost cats. It's a good spot. Skinning. Take all these guys. Greedy. Titan strength. Other issues with the game are like, for example, Tinker node was 30% agility to spell power, but it was calculating at 90%. You gotta test it and try it. Saying XYZ. Yeah. Okay, now we just need scavengers. Right. Two. Don't slow me, bro. Picking up all these wolves. Yes. Wolves. Leader of the pack, that other wolf didn't come. I think it's fine. We'll deal with that. KSLP, yeah, I think so. That's what I did. I haven't had anybody tell me any different. Like, what's the reason to leave it on? Because you're not worried about experience. So that way you can just, if you're farming lower level stuff, you can just farm it and you're done. Alright, back to Storm. That's my skinning. 292, almost 300. You know what? Actually, stay out here and go back and forth between these two spots. See if I can get my skinning to 300. South Short 40. Venom hit 45. 11 hours played so far. 40 to 50 feels a lot slower for some reason. But then it speeds up again at 50. Back to South Short 40 and 45. Still good. Yeah, definitely the higher level you get, the more valuable it is to do lower level zones with the scaling. Kind of funny. I got from like 50 to 40, yeah, 50 to 60 from Darkthorn and Red Ridge, like a handful of turns. Almost capped on skinning. These guys really like to slow you. 40 is, yeah, it's the worst, yeah. They gotta bump up XP scaling or something. Just between those two levels. Or 3 levels. Oh, dailies are about to reset? Oh. I'm about to turn mine in. Timing, I guess. These wolves should get my skinning maxed out. Some really unlucky. Wow. I need like 2 upgrades. What are professions for? For crafting gear, crafting upgrades on gear. My leatherworking is still really low, so I don't really have any good items to show. Make your own gear. Make gear to sell. and really high end gear sell really well. Wallers were giving me a little credit on skinning. Oh, power just looped. Still online? I think I'm okay. I go offline in a second, you know why? $296? Are you kidding me? It doesn't want me to. I need something a little higher level. Let me go back to Storm. I think 290 is high enough to skin max level mobs. If I remember correctly. Darkshore is stupid quest density. Oh yeah, yeah. I think any of the you can't go back to the beginner zone because they cap at 20 with the scaling. But the right outside the beginner zone, like Darkshore, Elven Forest, and Moreau, like there's a lot of really good questing there. I think to get higher level. It's a 27 blood page. 5 people that have the aura. So we can stack it. Oh, you can stack the aura?
Hello.
What? So you can have 150? So what, you'd have like 750% experience? Is that true? That's crazy. Plus all your heirlooms and everything? Daily quest reset in 13 minutes. That's awesome. Let's see if we get anything out of these bags. Strength. Leather. A wand. Plate. Cloth. Okay. These caches have been so disappointing. One more game. Demonic runes? Is that still a thing? If I get a skull helm, plate.
Hello.
So disappointing. When did I get a pit whistle? Your claw mauler? Oh, so... Do you know how to use these things? Are you supposed to like? I feel like it was like there's a wild card. It's for the wild card system, not for us. Server. Bell close. Sell for a bit. Stamina. Shovel. It does stack? That's crazy. Pale Grove? You mean Pale Reach? Yeah, Pale Reach was probably the best zone right now for experience overall. But it's really, it's like more fun because it's new. I think they just let you change your pet's look. Oh, okay. That makes sense. See if I can
See
sell
you
some of
later.
this stuff. Okay, yeah, so if you want your pet to look like a crocodile or bear, whatever, this is not working. To tame an Angerclaw Mauler. See, it says use it to tame an Angerclaw Mauler. What's there? Guess I just don't know how to use it. Oh, I don't need to go to the store. If these sell well or not. This is sells for less than the vendor price. That's great. Your hunter pet sort of class has it. Oh, okay, yeah. So not your vanity pets, but your actual combat pets. People selling rune cloth at 269 per. It's like slightly higher. It's better to make it into bandages and so. Let's sell this other stuff. Satyr orb can sell. Primalist has the pets. I have pets technically with one of my cooldowns. I wonder if you can make your if I could summon crocodiles, that'd be cool. Age cloths. 67. Oh yes, much better. Stacks. They just had an update for Auctioneer today. Or wait, no, that's Bronzebeard. Never mind, that wasn't for our server. What's up? Ooh, that's get that.
Greetings.
Cloth bandages. Where's all the? What? Didn't I just make a bunch of bandages?
See you later.
Yeah, I have 17. My bag's not showing. Heavy search. I must be just blind over here. No. Where are they? Look, it says I have 17 of them right here. I can eat. Yeah, I can. Okay, now I have 16 of them. Where'd they go? They're oh, I see them. They're in the far
Here.
corner. Wonder I've seen that a place. Almost. It's paid for half of my repairs.
See you around.
It's Support blood or support. Yeah, that's something too. Is never played like a support class or whatever in a while, so that'd be interesting. What I would be really curious of is like if you're better at your rotation, the better you are at your rotation or priority or whatever, does it make other people do more damage, or are you just putting out buffs? There isn't like that much skill to it. I think when doing Strathholm farming, I got a bunch of these, and I can't do anything with them. They're in my bank or something. Get my bank over here.
You need something?
Oh, this is from Blackrock Spire.
Have a good one.
It's really annoying. I have
How are you?
my bank is filled with these right now.
See you around.
I think you can sell them. So they like destroy them one by one to get them out of my bank or my mail. Upper right, I see you guys noticed. If I hit open all, it would just be like, you could only have so many of these. Do these sell in the auction house? That'd be. I crashed. Okay. That's always fun. Oh, I missed subscribe from Jasper. Thanks for the follow. Question, I'm also level alt Oathkeeper, but when it's 60, what's the main stats? What do I need? Agility is your main stat. If you're doing Templar Oathkeeper, yeah. So agility, and then stamina to some degree. Hitting expertise caps, and then basically dodge, parry, defense, and then intellect. That's kind of like a secondary thing. There's a few pieces I have where you get a little bit of intellect off of it, but it increases your spell damage, like your holy spell damage, on a couple of abilities, but not all of your abilities. It increases your healing. So if you can't get anything else, it'll like agi, hit cap, expertise cap, dodge parry. Don't roll tank. There's so many tanks. Ran a world boss bug with 5 tanks yesterday. Wow. We had 3 tanks and the boss I did yesterday. There is a lot of, like, I was 15 minutes in queue for a mythic earlier. That was crazy. I guess these things don't sell. 10 silver. Like, sit here. Need to delete something. I'm unable to delete. Dang it. See, I have. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and do this on stream. I have a lot of these in my bank. It's very annoying. Yeah, no problem, Toro. 30 seconds on daily reset. I got one. A lot of these quests aren't even working. It's not letting me turn in this stuff. Daily dungeon, accept all quests. Need your allies. Technically, I take the printing steps quest if I wanted. Well, let's queue up. Maybe there's going to be a rush of people trying to do the binder here.
Greetings.
Okay, working on a healer. See how this goes. Hey, Heathcliff, what's up? While I was sitting here in queue, it looks like the game is crashing. Disconnected from the server. The server contact. The Vol'jin Classic. Uh-oh. Servers shit, and you can't get away from the same dungeon over and over. There is bugs some people are talking about where you like end up getting in the same dungeon over and over. You might like log out or something. Flexen says it happens on Rexar all the time. People on Rexar, they're like, Rexar's so much smoother. Okay. I don't know. I wasn't planning on being online for like more than like another 30 minutes here today. I think I might just call it quits here for the night. A little shorter stream today. Monday fun day. Yeah, they capping. Yeah. Kind of want to go get some Taco Bell. Sure doesn't crash as much. Dungeon. It's just as weird. Yeah. Can you make a character on the new ones? This would be it. Dark Moon, right? I kind of want to go Horde this time, but I kind of wonder if we can do Pale Reach. Let's see if we make Draenei random here. Let me the red ones. Yeah. Okay. You can go through the character creation process, but you can actually finish it. All right. Oh. All right. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it there for the night. I do plan. I'll probably be on tomorrow again at some point, but I do plan on if the servers are online for a long enough period of time to do the wild card um, stress test. But I'll see if like I won't be available right when they come online. So if they're still online after a few hours, I'll be able to jump in. Stormbringer good TPS or no? In PvP, I think Stormbringer has some like attacks that hit for like 4K, and a lot of people have like 4 to 6K HP, so it's like one shots. Yeah, no problem. You guys see you guys later. Hopefully this they get the server stability fixed too for I'm thinking too Friday is going to be the actual release for Wildcard, and so hopefully the server stability will be much better on Vol'jin and Rexar on Friday because the player population will some of them will go into the Wildcard and free pick servers. Yeah, free pick sounds like too much. Like, there's a lot of abilities with the 21 new classes now, and like I feel like somebody's going to figure out some crazy like yeah I have 6,000% increased damage with 100% crit chance constantly. All right, everybody, thanks for hanging around. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. Some more people find the channel, and makes me look good. Yeah, don't wild card. You're just gonna do free pick. You're just gonna do a build. Not many others will have too many same builds. Wild card's gonna be sick and unique for the most part. Yeah, yeah. It's like a tank with like concentrate, whatever, consecrate, death and decay, or like all the new AoEs from the new classes. I don't even know what some of the other tanks do, so there's gonna be, or not even I don't know what any of the classes do really, except for my own. So that's gonna be crazy to see abilities. You have no idea what they do. Sit there and read them. Free pick is an absolute power fantasy. Yeah. And how does it not eventually divert into like the same like 4 or 5 classes or builds? Like one stupidly strong tank that doesn't need healing, and then like a healer that's probably doing damage, and then just 3 really high damage dealers. Like, yeah, tank with only AoE skills and instaprocs. Talent procs on these tanks going to be insane. But like Sacred Swing is like an AoE, but it's like revenge. But if you have other attacks, so it's like every time I parry, I get like 10 procs for buttons. And they're all off the global cooldown or something. Like you tried it and felt totally broken by level 10. Yeah. And you can be heavy into block or dodge. Yeah. Got an idea for free pick. Yeah, they were suggesting some like holy rogue, fire rogue, and an ice warrior. That sounds kind of interesting. Like an ice as a tank, like an ice warrior, like freezing people and stuff. The fantasy of it sounds cool, but I don't know like how is that going to work out. I guess in wild card you don't really get a choice. You just have to get lucky with different skills. You want the cleave skill from Templar that ramps? Yeah, that would make sense. That would be good on anybody. Well, the oaths give you crit or damage and healing, so it's like oaths would be good on anybody. Hey, PRT Thunder guy, I'm watching your streams on and off a couple days. And cared for private servers. This one looks really interesting. How does it feel later in levels? Is there new dungeons? Yeah, they have a couple of new dungeons. They also break some of the dungeons up so that they're shorter at lower levels. Having a new class is really good. For Alliance, there's a new zone called Pale Reach, and you can get so many quests out there. So it's all fresh, new, and it's like Blizzard made it. Like it's really high quality. And then there's a new island coming out soon that's based on Darkmoon Faire. There's like a Mario Kart racing thing. There's other mini games on it, so that looks really cool. The servers just went down a minute ago, so I was calling it here, but now I just ended up talking, which is fine. Yeah, there's a couple new dungeons. One that's like based on Bomb Swandi, like the other side, literally called the other side. I think there's a dungeon in retail called the other side. And then there's another one with like kobolds and weird stuff, like big super kobolds. You went LOL Paladin with DK and ice skills. Yeah, like that sounds ridiculously good. Paladin combined with Death Knight skills is yeah, that's the fantasy is pretty crazy. Get lucky and spend points to buy re-rolls. Okay, that makes sense. Sunclara Aura buff skill, one that gives extra single target when it hits 2 extra targets, kind of huge. Yeah, and you got to wonder how those combine with other abilities. Like, just thinking about the oaths, if you hit cleave and you have something that already lets you have extra attacks, will it like double the stack? So you only have to press it like 2 or 3 times, and suddenly you're cleaving uh 6, 12 targets, whatever. I wonder if it works like that. Like the inner the interconnectivity of and synergy between two classes that didn't exist beforehand, that kind of thing. Warlock Hunter, yeah. We'll combine that with like the new Witch Hunter stuff too. Like you could have some. What if somebody went for like a? Oh, that sounds really cool. Like a minion pet build. You like have all the little Warlock demon summons have the Witch Hunter pets have the all the Necromancer pets. I think there's another pet class. Uh, like it'd be really really ridiculous. Just walking around with like 50 pets. Somebody tries to fight you, you just look at them while your pets are all attacking them and they don't know what to do. For World items, do I pick those up when you're 60? Frosty, I would pick them up. I was going around every 5 levels picking stuff up as long as it wasn't like too far out of the way. Um, just so I had like the power creep kept going. But you can pick them up whenever. At 60, anything that's like level like 54 or lower, I'm not sure what the cap is. It might be level 50. You can upgrade to a level 60 version, which is almost as good as a heroic item, or on par with a heroic item, because some of them are purple. They'll still be purple. But you can grab them whenever. But yeah, definitely look at. It does cost Ascension points, so you can't just upgrade all of them right away unless you have a million Ascension points. Literally a million Ascension points. Grab some Witch Hunter and Shadow Skills, Tame Beasts, Pulse Necro pets, Reaper Soldier pets. Yeah, there's gonna be so many more pets added with the 21 classes. Yeah, grab any World Forge. Plus, a lot of the World Forge items, if it's something that doesn't work for you, especially at higher level, like they sell for a couple of gold, so you're making some money off of World Forge items right there. Steven, no, you can upgrade, like I said before, as long as it is like a little bit lower level, like 54 or something. Once you get like 55 or higher, and they're purple or blue, it doesn't matter. You have to get Hakar to upgrade it, but the other stuff you can. Because I was running a purple weapon, but it was a level 45 World Forge, and it was purple when I upgraded it, and it was equal to item level with heroic gear. But there's not a handful. There's only like a handful of those items out there. But there's a helmet I had I could have upgraded to heroic level, but I didn't because it was expensive. And then there's like the one ring that's I think it's a level 55 ring, so you can't upgrade that, but you can upgrade it when you do Hikar. Unless I got away with upgrading something before they did a fix, but I kind of doubt that. Yeah, Army of the Dead should make the Warlock Hunter build even bigger. Yeah, but high risk is better to farm normal mobs or elites. I don't know the answer to that. If there's a you're getting more XP with elites. I don't know if the drops though that you get are any different. Guardian plus Cox Tank can have infinite minions spawning every time you block. Oh jeez. Yeah, Atlas, the One Ring to burn them all. It's like level 55 or something, so you can't upgrade that until you defeat Hakar. But lower level purples you can upgrade. As a tank, that One Ring to burn them all is really nice. Actually, it does decent damage, but like it's pulsing, so it'll help with aggro. You don't drop your worn equipment stuff in high risk. I don't know, Flexen. I'm not sure what you drop or don't. I really haven't looked into it much. So I wasn't too interested. I've played some like full loot PvP games before, and like I never really feel good about picking up somebody else's gear, and then it always feels bad to lose my own gear. So it's like okay, you can get dungeon items in the open world with high risk. You're risking your stuff. Yeah, Blood Mage has minions too. Yeah, there's gonna be so many like minion. There's gotta be some crazy minion mancer build where people are just gonna have all the pets. This is insured. Oh, so you can like insure items somehow. That's interesting. Oh, yellow mobs attack you randomly in adventure mode? Really? That's weird. You need gold for heirloom sets. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, like Bloodscale isn't too expensive, but even that would be a couple hundred gold for like a full set. Or like if there's, that's why you're doing dungeons. It's just like need roll on items that you don't necessarily need, but it's still good for your character, and then you can wear that while you're doing high risk instead of your actual gear. That's a lot of work. I got a lot of people streaming to a black screen. This is funny. All right, I'm gonna go though. It's been fun. Oh yeah, gotta be careful with your AFK. Oh yeah, that would be problematic. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.